Well, a lot of it, we're throwing out the word tolerance lately, and I think there's a difference between tolerance and acceptance. And this is the major issue going on. We had the bakery down in Lakewood. We have this Duck Dynasty thing. We have the situation you brought up. So many, this is coming to the surface so much lately.
Bubble.
And each state is now passing it. And we see a lot of times the religious folk talking, and I for one of them, I'm a believer. I'm not ashamed to say that. We're tolerant of it. It does not mean we accept it. There's a difference. Tolerance is you could do what you want because I'm not going to judge you. I know who my judge is. You can't judge me for what I do. So you need to be tolerant of me.
Goes both ways, yes.
But a lot of times we find we're not just talking about the gay community. It has nothing, it's about individual lifestyles, whether it's adulterers. Like I mentioned to you off air that with the bakery down in Lakewood, it didn't have to be a gay couple coming and saying, will you make my cake? It could have been a couple who had just committed adultery with each other, left their spouses, and I'll bet you that man would have said, no, I'm not going to do it because of the sin you're living in that he believes. So he wasn't hateful, just like Phil Robertson wasn't hateful. It's tolerance. It's saying, you are no better or worse than me, but for that, I'm not going to go on with doing what you want. I'm not going to accept it. I will tolerate that you are gay. They've come out and say they have no hate. They love them. In fact, I know for a fact these people have friends down in Lakewood that are gay. I know them personally. So they are tolerant, but they do not accept it by saying, I'll make your cake. And we always get mixed up with tolerance versus accepting it. So if the gay community is saying, you need to be tolerant of this, fine. By all means, I'm tolerant of it. Do what you want to do. But I will not accept it. And that's what Phil is saying. I will not accept it. That's what the folks down in Lakewood are saying. I will not accept it by doing what you are asking me to do. But in turn, you're asking me to be tolerant, and I am. But now it's flipping a 180. You need to be tolerant of me and what I believe. And I do not accept it, so therefore you need to be tolerant of that. And
this is really profound stuff, Jennifer.
Well,
I think you've really hit on something important here.
I'm sick of going around having to be tolerant of everyone else, but they won't be tolerant of me. We were talking about the rodeo.
Yeah.
I don't go to rodeos because I don't like animals like doing that. You know, I have people wrap them. That's a personal thought. I'm not against it. By all means, do what you got to do. I'm not going to take part of it. So there's a difference. It's tolerance versus acceptance. And that's what I think this world needs. If you want to pass gay laws, if you want to pass gun control laws, if you want to do such and such, we can all be tolerant of each other, but we don't have to accept each other. And if you don't like it, you don't have to be a part of my life. And I've recently lost friends because of that. Don't tell me I'm hating you. I don't hate you. I have gay friends. They know how I feel. I love them. I see their love. They love each other. Do I agree with marriage between a man and a man or a woman and a woman? No. So I don't have to go to their wedding. But do I tolerate it? Absolutely. We can share a meal together.
Yeah.
You know, we're friends. So stop telling me to accept something instead of just being tolerant of it.
Wow, this is so profound. I just love what you've just said because I think you've really hit at the problem and the solution. It seems to me, and I just the way I see this, and I think you probably do too, that what gay people are demanding is acceptance. And it's probably going to be impossible for people of faith, as you and I share, that's wrong.
And just for the record, this is my own personal opinion.
Sure.
You know, this is my personal, I don't have any hate in my heart This is a personal belief, and I'm just telling you like it is, how I think.
Yep.